Hello lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is TK Oni. In this tutorial, I want to show you an easy way to transfer the darts on your pattern onto your fabric. As you can see, my pattern on my fabric has already been cut out. So on the shoulder slants, I used the seam allowance of 0.25 of an inch. You can decide to use 0.5. So at the side seam, I used half of an inch for my seam allowance, as you can see. Then I came down by 0.3 on the side dart leg, so that in case I want to close the dart, waist dart, is going to be easier for me to close it. Because I want to close it up, it will be easier for me to close it, and there won't be any shortage. For the back, I used 1 inch for zipper allowance. On the shoulder slants, I used 0.25 of an inch, and by the side seam, I used half of an inch. Then I notched the dart legs like so, as you can see. I notched the top one like so. So we're going to go ahead and pick up a needle, pass a thread contrasting color through your hand needle. Just watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with my back bodice. So I'm going to pass my needle through that point. So I'll be able to indicate it onto my fabric. So you're just going to pass it through and pull. Make sure you don't pull all the thread through. Just leave a bit of a thread. Like so, flip it to the other side and cut off the excess thread. Then I'm going to pick up my pencil to indicate the points using the thread as a guide, like so. I'm trying to use the pencil so it's going to be visible. Then I'm going to trace out the dart legs that I notch. Use my ruler and make the dart legs visible so you can see what I just did. You can see how easy it is. Now the dart legs are visible. Is going to make sewing the dart leg easy. So you go ahead and flip it to the other side and remove the office pins that I used. Now I'm going to lift up the pattern from the fabric. Be careful so as not to pull out the thread. So I repeated the same thing I did using my pencil to make the marks visible, then use my ruler to make the dart legs visible. Just the same thing I did previously is what I'm going to repeat. Then I went ahead to pull out the thread. As you can see, it's now visible. Now onto the front bodice. So I'm going to repeat the same thing. So remember, we came down by half of an inch away from the bust point. You can decide to come down by 1 inch. For this tutorial, we're going to come down by half of an inch. So I passed the needle and thread through the half of an inch I came down by from the bust point, flipped it over to the other side, pick up your scissors and cut out the excess thread off. Then pick your pencil and make the markings visible. Flip it over to the other side. Then notch the dart legs, the two dart legs, notch it so it's going to show on the other side of your fabric, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and gently remove the office pins I used. Then remove my pattern like so. Then use my pencil to make it more visible. Use my ruler to draw the dart legs, to retrace the dart legs. So I'm going to take my scissors and notch the midpoint of my front bodice, that's the center front. Then flip it over to the other side, remove the thread, then make sure the fabrics are lined well using the notch dart legs as your guide. I'm going to pick up my pencil and make the markings clear. Mark the points. Then use my ruler to make the dart legs visible using the notched part as a guide. You can see how easy it is. So I'm going to open it up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.